Hey guys, last night I set up this shrimp tank here for the Blue Dream shrimp, and tonight I'm going to at least prep this tank with the yellow shrimp. I'm gonna at least suck up the mullen on the bottom. I don't know if I'll continue setting it up tonight because it is already 9:30 at night and I am going to be getting up in the morning to take Darius to school. So I'm just going to probably get rid of the mullen so that when I do go to set it up, it'll be all ready for me. Because I also don't want to wait until the buried shrimp have their shrimplets and then have to worry about sucking up the little tiny shrimplets on the ground, because 3 of them are currently buried right now, which I'm super excited about. Once again, as we did with the last one, I'm going to use this little siphon that I got from the better tanks last year and just suck up the mullen that is on the bottom of the tank into my little bucket. That should do it for now. I got the majority of the mullen off the ground in here, and then I'll be able to add the substrate straight away. And I'm going to be using a dark planted substrate that I got when I got the shrimp. These yellow guys. I think the dark substrate will really make them pop. Okay, literally 4 out of the 8 yellow shrimp are buried. If she would turn to the side, I'd be able to show you how buried she is. Okay, look how buried she is. Perfect shot of her eggs. And now you can see hers too. We got 4 of them in there like this, which means we're gonna have a tank full of yellow shrimplets. Woohoo! That is so exciting. This is what I set up last night. And again, we need to give it time to grow in because this took 6 months to get nice and fluffy and jungle-like like this is. So I'm hoping that this tree will shape up a little bit more and this piece of wood will hopefully get more covered in that plant there. The shrimp seem to really enjoy this setup that I did for them. They were super active and swimming around so much this morning in it. Let me just play around a little bit with this yellow shrimp tank. Look at how it stands. Up like that. Kind of feel like if I have this wood standing up like this with the planted substrate all around it. Let me play. Let me play. I kind of like that standing there like that. And then I was thinking of bringing in this other piece that I have in the frog tank here. Maybe if I put this piece of wood on the other side. What if we put this piece in here too, but had it laying down like this. Okay, so if I put this one here, it will cover the heater too pretty well, which I'm gonna actually attach to the back wall like I did on the other one. And then if I add planted substrate all underneath, maybe I want this to lay. No, I do not. Definitely like that one standing. Should I stand this one too? Okay, I just had to swap out the battery because it died, but this is where we're at. I think I'm gonna add the substrate down onto the ground. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, half of them are literally buried, which is awesome. Hopefully these pieces of wood aren't too big for the 15-gallon. I think they'll be fine though. This is the substrate I'm gonna use. I doubt I'll need to use all of it. I'm gonna use my handy dandy little red Solo cup that I used last night to pour the substrate into so I can control the amount more easily. This is what it looks like. Getting a little bit of cloudiness from it, which is fine. Just gonna spread it around. And 1 more cup should do the rest of as deep as I want it to be. Look at that yellow shrimp pop on that dark substrate. Cool. I know it's a little bit cloudy now. So now the base of the tank is coated in the planted substrate. Got a little cloudiness going on, so I'm going to probably let that clear up and then resume the scaping tomorrow because it's already like 10:30, I think. Yes, it's 10:30 at night. And I plan on putting little plants all in and making it be a grass bottom, and then maybe I'll put moss on the wood, but I don't know. I might leave the wood uncovered. I think I'm gonna put some of this plant in the ground. I also have these from Kat from when I got the Blue Dream shrimp from her in New York. I think I might need the substrate a little bit deeper. I'm just gonna free pour. But I believe in order to get the plants, like if I want to plant little grasses in there, I'm gonna need it a little bit deeper. For now, I'm gonna have to just let this clear up, and then I'm gonna talk to Joey about if I need to add the substrate a little bit thicker or if this is fine, and then I'm gonna see if I can take some plants to plant in the substrate. And I'm just gonna toss these plants back in here for now. Once this clears up a bit and the dust settles, we'll have a better look and we can continue on. I can't stop messing with it already, so I'm stuffing this stuff in this standing piece of wood because I don't think I would mind if it had this all over this piece. Then this piece of moss, I don't know if I'll keep in here, but I'm just gonna stuff it on there for now because I want the benefit of having the plants in here, but I would like to plant little grasses all in the ground here, as you've seen Joey do. 100% you've seen him do it. Look at the piranha tank. So I might leave little tufts on these and then let it grow how it wants to. I'll have the ground all coated. I know the tank's still kind of cloudy, but I got impatient. And I'm gonna scoop over some more of these floating plants from the original shrimp tank. Now for real, this is where I'm leaving it at tonight, I think. I know, very cloudy, but I kind of like it so far, cloudy and all. So hopefully it'll clear up and you guys can have a better look. Alright guys, so it is the next morning here with the yellow shrimp tank setup. It has cleared up significantly since last night. And I still am looking to get some of Joey's grass to plant in and around these two pieces of wood. And then again, I want this to grow on this piece of wood. And then this one, I don't know if I'll leave the moss on it or not, but I might. I might see if I can adjust it a little bit. Right now, it really is just stuffed on here. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in having the grass growing all around on the ground. They seem to already be loving the scape though. Especially this piece of wood. Let's go gather some plants from the piranha tank. And while we wait for Joey to help us out with gathering some plants, let's have a look around in here, because I haven't brought you guys out here in a while. And look how pretty it looks. Also, we haven't seen Franklin in a while. And he's happy to see us.
Hello, Tyrese.
Tyrese is always smiling.
This tank ever escaped, he likes it.
He's a happy guy. Oh look, he's even out to say hi. So many fishy friends. And look at this little fella. And Joey even has bettas. I don't think I've come out here in a while. So I'm hoping Joey will be able to collect some of these plants from the back of the piranha tank for me. Because I'm not very interested in putting my hand in here while they look so hungry. I'd like to steal some of your plants.
I got plenty of them. What do you want?
Some grass. Just a little bit. Just so I can make my tank look cutesy.
Demure? I think I'm going to have to take it from over here though.
Yeah, the piranha look devilishly hungry. And I don't want to stick my hands in.
I don't want to find out if they're hungry. Or he's like super aggressive and super hungry after a water change. And I cleaned the tank. I did a water change yesterday because I gotta go away Friday. Please don't come over here. Oh, there's piranha in the plants. See them moving around?
They're just waiting to come get you.
Are you sure you need these?
I just need a little.
I can't see once I put my hand in there. I don't know where they're at. Now they wouldn't attack me, but if I brush up against them while they're in the plants like over there, they might attack. I don't know.
Watch out. Just kidding.
Don't be a jerk. I have to go this one. Once I take one out, they all will come out. They're attached. I gotta dig under them.
Hopefully
so
no
rooted.
one's lurking in there.
Nice and healthy though. Just make sure you take the moss off. Just, one more.
Your own little plant farm.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Man, that was was a lot.
Thank you kindly.
Imagine, look at it. I only took like a little pickings out of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a tiny little piece. But look how much plants came out of this. And look at the roots.
Perfect, perfect, perfect.
They look like little onions.
Little green onions.
Yeah, so, well, I could do it for you. We'll just get the moss off of it. Get the moss off, we should be able to just... When you plant them, they're individual plants, so you can just kind of like, if you want, you don't have to, but pluck them apart,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have a full plant.
And just poke it in.
Yeah, just push
Do
it
you
in.
think my substrate's deep enough? How deep should it be?
Well, look at what it's growing in.
Some of it's growing just in the sand.
Yeah. You might need root tabs for the sand you have. Oh, what do you have? Planted substrate? Oh, this is going to love it. This is used to sand. But tons of nutrients in this tank, so.
For the yellow shrimp tank.
There you go. If you were to buy this, it's like $20 worth, $30 worth probably. I don't know. What do you guys think in the comments? How much is that worth? What should I bill her? What should I send the invoice for? Because usually when you buy that, you'll only get like maybe this much.
As like one of those little cups?
Yeah. You get like this much and it's not nearly as tall. So, and I pay $12 for that. You're so lucky.
I am. Thank you. Doopy-doopy-doo.
These will send off runners.
Mm-hmm.
You never have to trim them. They always send off runners. So I like to just kind of, like some people like to trim the roots to start over, and I guess you could do that, but I like to anchor them in because sometimes the roots can rot off. But you take your tweezers and you push that in until like the top of the bottom of the bulb is kind of buried.
Mm-hmm.
You can even push it down even more. I'll push it in as far as I want, and the plant will naturally come up.
Okay.
Yeah, trimming the I guess trimming the roots, like half of that off, will entice it to grow. Will spark growth.
Because of all the moss in here, sometimes I feel like I don't have that many cherry shrimp, but then they all come out to eat. And there are several of them eating that piece of food there, that piece of calcium. And then there's still a bunch all throughout the rest of the tank and underneath the moss, and there's little shrimplets, and they're just everywhere. Everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Alright, let's get this ready to plant. I have so many. And look at the pile I still have. I don't even know if I'll need it all. This tank is going to be fully planted before I even give it a chance to grow. Okay, you guys, look at all the plant tufts I have. That's going to like fill this tank. Well, let's get planting. So I have this pair of tweezers that I'm going to use to help me get the plants nice and deep into the soil. I'm just gonna stick them in all over the place in here. The yellow shrimp are very active today. I might need to make the substrate deeper. Maybe the tweezers are not gonna be it for me, and I'm just gonna use my hands so I can bury it in deeper. I'm gonna add more substrate to the back. Sorry about clouding up the tank, guys. Need more substrate in here. I guess I should have added this whole thing, but I've never done this before. So I will do it now. And now y'all sure can't see in there very well. I never realized how deep the substrate needs to be, the planted substrate, for the plants to be able to stick in there good without floating up and away. But that is okay. I'll be able to show you it once it clears up and has all the little plants in it. I'm gonna turn the camera off for now because that is not really anything to see. So due to having to add in extra substrate, I ended up using the rest of the bag, which I was not aware that I would need the whole thing because I've never done this before. I ended up having to basically plant the rest of the tank without being able to see in it all that well. It's starting to clear up slightly, but it's still very, very, very cloudy. And I just pretty much clumped all the plants in the front here because I really couldn't see the back. I put a few back there. This one's trying to come out. I'm just gonna stuff these ones down into the substrate so that they don't come floating out. I'm just gonna let these plants sort of settle in and take root into the substrate so that they get nice and strong and stuck into the ground. Once the tank clears up, obviously I'll show you guys to see what you think. But once they have a few days to like really get in the ground there, I will maybe trim them a little bit so that they're a little bit neater, and then they'll sort of all be the same height, and then let them go from there. I'm not really sure yet what I want it to look like in the end, and I'm also going to make sure I put enough in the back for the back to grow in as well. So all we can do now is wait for it to clear up, unfortunately, and we'll have a look at it again in a few hours. Because right now this is all we can see, except the plants here in the front. And I just stuffed them into the ground as good as I could. Some of the roots are probably still sticking above the ground more than they should be, but again, this is my first time doing this, so I'm just going to give it a few days to let the plants sort of settle in. That one's nice and deep. And then I got this one in the corner here, so we'll see. Joey built a little water polisher for me to make this clear up quicker than it would on its own. Check out the video on his channel for that. I'm not sure if it'll be already out by the time I get this video out or if it will be coming soon, but make sure you're subscribed to him so that you don't miss that. But clearly I missed the back because I quite simply could not see. So I'm going to take out some of the ones from the front here, like these ones that are already starting to come out of the ground, and plant them around the back, in this back corner and around behind this piece of wood and in the middle here. It's all nice and clear for me to see now. So now I've got one in the back corner there where I clouded it all up, and then I have a few more in this middle and back section. So that's how it looks on day one. Let me know if you guys like this scape and how it turned out so far, and if you're excited to watch how it grows and ends up looking. Let me know your favorite out of this one, and this one so far, although this one here is obviously 6 months in advance on its growth compared to the other two that are just getting started. I don't know. I feel like these yellow shrimp like their scape so far. Look, they're enjoying the plants. And we're gonna have tons of shrimplets in here shortly. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're not yet already, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys!